Hey y'all, Irix Guy here, and at the time of filming this video, I'm at approximately 57,000 subscribers and 40 million, that's right with an M, 40 million video views. Now, what are my tips for your social media presence? I've had a lot of people contact me, they're like, hey man, how do you do it? I want to start a YouTube channel. Hey, I want to start a blog. I just want to get my feet wet with social media. How do you do it? How do you suggest that I start? Well, based upon my many years of experience, I will tell you what I've learned. Now, I'm not an expert internet marketer or expert social media marketer, but what I am is someone that engages with social media content every single day. And here's what I would suggest. Number one, if you're just getting started, you don't have anything with social media yet, maybe you do, but you haven't taken the time to post anything. If you're just, I thought I heard a bear back there. I am out in the wilderness. And that's why you hear that stream over there. And you know what bears like. They like to get in the water and get those fish. So if you're just getting started, you know, something I would highly encourage you to do is think about your subject matter. A point of failure that I've seen a lot of people encounter is that when they're initially crafting their social media footprint, they become too targeted. They become too restricted, meaning that if I go after, let's say for my channel, for example, let's say that all I did was travel. That may be okay, because I love to travel. I love to create travel documentary videos. That may be okay. But if all I did on my channel was travel, what would I be missing? I would be missing out on drones. I would be missing out on technology, cameras, which is part of the technology genre. I'd be missing out on Sean Connery, the Big Maine Coon Cat videos. So there would be a lot of content that I would miss out on because all that I did was travel. So, you know, keep your options. Don't constrain yourself to certain subject matter. Don't constrain yourself to a certain template. You know, be predictable, but sometimes it's okay to be unpredictable. It adds value in the eyes of the viewers. I don't care how good of a show it is, but if you ever watched a TV show that you were obsessed with, and you watch season 1, season 2, and now it's like season 9, and maybe you're starting to become bored with that show. Even though you love the show, you're starting to become bored, and that may be because the content became too predictable. And for that reason, I always emphasize placing importance upon being unpredictable at times, because it's that unpredictable nature that can keep your viewers engaged. You know, you don't want viewers to become bored. You don't want your content to become stagnant. You want to throw in that fresh and unexpected stuff every now and then. But obviously, study your analytics, especially with YouTube. Analytics are your best friend. With YouTube analytics, you can pull a wealth of information from your channel. You can see where you're, I mean, obviously nothing creepy, but you can see high-level demographic information. You can see the keywords that people are using to discover your content. You know, maybe it's keywords within YouTube. Maybe they're being referred by certain websites. Maybe a lot of your viewers are from a certain country, but they're not from another. Looking at that sort of information, after you started creating content, it's easier to decipher what one should probably post next to continue to attract that same audience. But you don't always have to say, hey, you're going to stick with the same audience, because growth is important as well. So if you discover that, hey, most all my viewers are from such and such country, what could I do to maybe attract viewers from this other country? Add translations to your YouTube videos. You know, go in, translate them to the most popular languages in those other countries, and see if you start getting more views from them. You know, throw in some subject matter that may appeal to people in another country. For example, Finland, or Sweden, I should say. They eat reindeer over there. In the United States or Canada, reindeer may not be as popular of a dish. So, you know, if I started posting reindeer recipes, I may attract people from Sweden. So think about things like that. But most importantly, again, back to the, don't don't lock yourself into certain content, because it can also have another negative effect. If you lock yourself into certain content, being the creator of the content for your social media, you may become bored. You may say, hey, you know, I started this travel channel, but now I'm not traveling, or I've started this travel channel and I'm tired of traveling. And then you just become bored with the channel, and then you fail to create content. And after failing to create content, your viewers become, well, they may start dropping off, because they may say, hey, you know, there's no new content. This person became bored. They haven't posted a video in 2 weeks. You know, I mean, there's so many things that one should take into consideration if they really want to create an excellent social media presence. And again, embrace the negative feedback. Because if you think that on social media especially, that all the feedback is going to be very positive, that's probably an incorrect assumption. You know, be prepared for the negative feedback. Be prepared for responding to the negative feedback in a positive way, a non-confrontational way. Mistake a lot of people make, especially beginner bloggers, vloggers, etc. Vlogger being someone that does face on video type vlogs. I keep hearing something. I hope, I don't know. I always carry bear spray, but still, you always just, sometimes when you're out in the wilderness, you feel like you're being stalked, and that's fine. I mean, because I am in the wilderness, and that's where the wild animals live. But yeah, just you know, entertain yourself with this, because if ultimately, regardless of how successful or how unsuccessful one social media presence is, if you're not having fun doing it, you're probably going to lose interest. And if you lose interest, you're a failure in the social media realm. So, you know, don't, and again, that goes back to, don't lock yourself into certain content. Be across the board as much as you can be. And always, at least daily, get in and check on your comments. Respond to your viewers' feedback, whether it be positive or negative. Respond to all feedback. And I know with a larger channel, you know, as you grow, sometimes it can become challenging. But once you hit that point, if you hit that point, that level of success with social media, you know, maybe at that point in time, maybe you can take some other people on and say, hey, I want you to be part of this adventure. You know, I need you to do this, this, and that. Respond to comments. Find video topics for upcoming videos, etc., etc., etc. You know, be proud of the growth. Don't look at growth as another barrier. You know, once you hit a certain level of status on social media, don't look at that as oh man, I got to slow down because I'm going to get so much that I can't handle it. No. You know, find other people. You know, start to grow your thing. There's a lot of YouTubers out there. Even some of the ones that are in the billion video view range, some of those I think don't even have somebody helping. I mean, they're that efficient with doing what they're doing. Now, are they responding to all of their viewers' comments personally? My assumption is that due to the volume, they may be humanly incapable of doing that. So, you know, they may be hurting themselves there. But then again, when you've got that many views, is that really a bad thing, or is it? You know, should they get other people involved to manage 100% of it, or what should they do? But those are challenges that you can throw around in your head later on in the game. Those aren't immediate challenges for someone becoming involved with social media. So, you know, as a quick summary, the lessons that I've learned and what I would encourage you to consider is, number one, keep your subject matter, you know, don't make it too limited. You know, keep your subject matter wide open. But with that being said, keep your subject matter appropriate for all age groups, because if you don't, you run the risk of alienating part of your target audience, and that can be an extreme negative. You know, if you're putting out content that viewers may otherwise consume, but now they're not consuming because they feel it's inappropriate. So keep that content appropriate for all age groups, and at least that's what I do. I know there are some comedy channels, etc., that don't do that and still do well, but I like to keep my content appropriate for everybody. If you keep your content, if you keep it appropriate for everyone, and you don't lock yourself into certain content, then you can do really well. So I mean, it's just a matter of trial and error. And again, don't be afraid with social media. Don't be afraid to fail, because probably what will happen is that you probably will a few times. But it's the failures within social media that should better enable you to identify what's best to publish next. And you know, the content that your viewers will really crave, the content that should help your social media footprint rather, to continue to grow. So I hope this video is of value. Stay tuned for more. I want to put a lot of videos out pertaining to this subject matter, you know, how to grow your social media footprint. If you have any specific questions, feel free to ask, and what I'll do is add those video topics to my queue. And that's another tip. Keep your smartphone or whatever, have a notepad, and as you think of ideas throughout the day or night or whatever, jot those ideas down. Create a video to-do list. And in that way, you're never running out of fresh video topics to address when you're out in the field and you're filming, or maybe you're in the studio when you're filming your new videos. You've always got a laundry list of topics, so that helps a lot. And again, helps to never run out of ideas and keep that content coming, because that's what's so crucial with social media today, is keeping that content coming. Because what if you were watching traditional TV and your favorite show, you know, you expect it to come out every week, but then it doesn't come out for 6 months? You may have lost interest. You may have deleted that show from your DVR programming, so you may not even see the next episode, even though a next episode releases, because you've already lost interest. You know, it's fallen off your DVR. So the same is true for social media. Again, I hope this video is of value, and I've heard a lot of wild animal activity around me. I mean, it's a pretty wild place, so I'm going to get off of this video, but I hope it helped. Again, comment within this video's description. Tell me what you would like to see within upcoming videos. If you want to support my channel, feel free to do so. I'm on Patreon. You can expand this video's description. You can find the link to my page on Patreon within this video's description. Again, that's supporting my channel is not required, but if you choose to do so, it's greatly appreciated, because I am an independent channel. So it's greatly appreciated if you choose to do that. And you can support my channel in other ways. Simply thumbs upping this video if you liked it, sharing this video with others, and subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/IrixGuy. That helps me a lot as well. So appreciate your viewership. Good luck with your social media journey. If you choose to step on that boat and pull off the dock, best of luck if you do. And if you're having your doubts, I will wish you encouragement. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and share. It's viewers like you that enable my channel to continue to grow. Thank you.